Welcome back to the Campus Edge.
Mustache edition.
Only not all of us remember to grow our mustaches.
Wait, that was real?
Obviously.
Well, your mustache reminds me of something.
Star Wars selling out along with every other franchise?
No, I don't think that was it.
Winter preparation for your car?
Definitely not that.
Ed Bailey? No, the Wichita Fancy Cat Show.
Yeah, that's it. We'll be taking a look at fancy cats and much more.
On the Campus Edge.
So, did you grow that mustache yourself?
No, I had it imported from Canada.
Also from Canada is the Wichita Thunder player Blake Tatchell.
And he's in our next story by Ed Bailey.
Why don't we take a look?
Hello, this is Ed Bailey, BCTV 20. Today we're going to be talking about the Wichita Thunder.
College at the University of Alaska Anchorage. This is my first year. I'm 25. I would say I started playing hockey around 5 years old. Skated, probably been on my skates since I could walk, and been on the outdoor rinks and in the hockey rinks since day one. So I grew up in Canada. That's kind of the thing to do. And as far as one experience, I don't know. It's pretty neat being able to look back and see the route that I took and each different experience I've had. Everyone's been different. You go from playing minor hockey and living at home to all of a sudden then you're in junior now, and then you move on and you're in college and you're on your own, and then all of a sudden college is done and now you're playing pro. I'd probably have to say college would be my favorite experience so far. If I could recommend anything, it would be to go after it and try to get a scholarship. It's a great atmosphere. I mean, we play in a beautiful rink there down at the Intrust. It's a great experience. The atmosphere is good. It's a fast-paced game, a lot of hitting, a lot of physical play, and the puck's moving quick. We make some nice plays, and we'll put on a good show.
I think I just want to go out there and outwork the other player. Whether the guy's a lot bigger than me or stronger, I just want to go out there and work my hardest and try not to let that guy intimidate me. I was always taught to work hard and try your best at whatever you do. You know, I'm going to go out there and work my hardest and show people that it's not easy to stay playing hockey and have a career at it. So I just want to make sure people know that I'm going to work my hardest. I don't know, kind of where most of us grew up in Canada is whether it's a river or a little pond that freezes over in the winter. We'll clear the snow off and get some buddies together and rip around out there on your skates and play a little game. It's kind of cool. You see it all over Canada, whether it's
school. I did 4 years at Robert Morris University and then signed pro after my last game of my senior year last year. My sister actually bought me a pair of rollerblades when I was 3. So I started skating that summer. Started learning how to actual ice skate when I was 4, and then my first regular season house league game was when I was about 4 and a half. But I think the most fun is just kind of coming into the rink every day and seeing a good group of guys, and it's just a life that everyone aspires to have. I mean, and if you grow up playing hockey, you want to be a pro hockey player. First of all, hockey is probably the most exciting sport. A bunch of humongous people chasing after rubber black puck, but it has the speed, it has the physicality. It's an emotional game, and it's fun to watch. It's the best sport in the world, and I think that brings people to their feet, and I think that's what people want to see.
I've always grown up being a hockey fan, originally being from Long Island. Yeah, we're actually working on implementing what we call a Hockey 101 program, if not this season, definitely next year, for the casual fans that don't know what an offside or an icing for that matter is, or even what a goalie does or the pads he wears. So a media timeout next year will be devoted towards the Hockey 101. A few weeks ago, we implemented a new program for college and high school students alike. Anybody that has a school ID for that matter can bring their ID into the Thunder office at 505 West Maple, right across the street from Lawrence Dumont, or the arena. Hopefully everyone in this town knows where the arena is at now, but during box office hours, and receive a $10 ticket with the ID in the goal zone, which is normally $24 on a game day.
This is Ed Bailey, BCTV 20.
Those guys really know their ice.
Unlike Campus Edge, reported Dusty Vancey.
What do you mean?
Well, in his story on Winterizing Cars, he tries to scrape ice with a spatula.
You're right. Doesn't sound like he knows his ice.
It's really quite embarrassing. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
I'm Dusty Vancy here with BCTV Channel 20, and today we're going to take a look at a few tips on how to winterize your car. Unfortunately, winter is gone for the weekend, so we're going to have to use our imaginations and pretend like we're working in less spring-like conditions. The first step to winterizing your car is to make sure you have all of the necessary items handy. An extra coat, an emergency kit, or two, maybe a weather specialized one, a blanket to help keep warm, and of course, an ice scraper. So being that winter is on a little bit of vacation for the weekend, we didn't have any icy conditions to really work with today to show you guys how to use this ice scraper. But this is the end that you want to use to scrape the ice off of your windshield. And basically we're gonna go across in a motion like this and scrape off all the ice that you need to scrape off. To make scraping the ice easier, we found an easy to make solution using household items. All you need is 1 bottle of isopropyl alcohol. The higher the percentage, the better. Keep this one away from your kids though. For every 1 part of alcohol, put twice as much water. Then all you need to do is spray it on the ice and it works like magic. Now that we've got the solution made, all we have to do is spray it and it works like magic. Maybe I should have grabbed the actual ice scraper.
Grab the actual ice scraper.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. See, it works like magic. Now, if you don't take any of this into consideration and you don't prepare your car, what will happen is you'll end up looking like Steven. He had to kill a bear to survive Kansas's harsh climate. So don't be like Steven and kill a bear. Prepare your car.
For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Steven Steinbacher, bear attack survivor, signing off.
That bear gag was just awful.
But not quite as awful as Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Or really just franchises in general. Outside of Batman vs. Superman, that was a modern masterpiece.
I think Tyler and Madison did a piece over something like this.
Oh yeah, let's roll the package.
Hi, my name is Madison Hutchinson, and today we're interviewing the general public to see how they feel about franchises.
I've always thought, like, with Marvel characters, like, there's always an accident and then they get their powers, you know. DC, you know, they just kind of have them.
I think it's given an opportunity for a lot of actors in Hollywood to finally be in a Star Wars movie because there's so many movies that are coming out. I think I'll be disappointed when it is Star Wars Part 22, you know, kind of like Rocky or Rambo, you know, those kinds of movies that maybe they've gone too far with. So maybe I'll be bothered if they ever get to that in my lifetime, but right now I enjoy going and seeing the movies.
I like the more blockbuster videos. They're more funny than serious. I mean, serious is more like history style stuff, like Pearl Harbor and Iwo Jima.
I think they're kind of going back to what the first 3, not 4, 5, and 6, not 1, 2, and 3, because 1, 2, and 3 weren't that great. But they're really going back to, you know, finding some unknown actors. Just really going back to the way the first 3 were made. And I like it. They're doing a lot better than I thought they would. Man, I thought they were gonna just try and make it like a family film, basically, because it is Disney. Yeah. Okay. So I thought.
I don't know that it's had any effect on the storylines. I mean, I have some of the old Star Wars books, but I honestly haven't read a lot of them. I think it's hard to bring any of the Star Wars books to the silver screen. I think that they do a pretty good job. I'm not bothered by the fact that Disney's done any of that.
Well, most people like Marvel because, I mean, everybody likes Marvel, the superheroes, but most people don't see the courageous and what firefighters are willing to do for a complete stranger. And Backdraft tells a lot about that story. about wanting into a burning fire, into a burning building when everybody else is running out. I mean, you don't understand that if you don't want to do it. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
My opinion of Rogue One is I think they did a very good job fitting a story in between when I started to go see the movies myself. And so I think I'm pretty impressed with what they've done with CGI over my lifetime. It's pretty incredible. I always felt like they never could get the eyes right. I never felt like they ever made them look realistic, and they could have blown me away this time. If I hadn't seen a movie in the last 10 years and went to go see this one, it was pretty amazing. And so I enjoyed the movie a lot.
You know, I felt like it really just tied in to like what was, because like, you know, they just said that, oh, we got this information. You know, you didn't know how. It really just kind of explained and put the gap in between what had happened and what we didn't know.
This is Tyler Morgan with BCTV Channel 20 signing off.
Well, I have to admit, that story gave me franchise fatigue. Why don't we take a quick commercial break? I'd like to apologize for the joke I made before that commercial. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
It doesn't matter what you meant. It only matters what you said. We can't have you making highly controversial comments like that.
Again, I'm very sorry. Why don't we just go into this next story? What's it over?
The E.B. White Gallery of Art.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Anita Martinez, and today we're going to be looking at the Erman B. White Gallery of Art and some of the students who are in the art program here at Butler.
Art to me is doing something that gives you passion or feeling. Like, I just started doing art my junior year of high school, but all through high school I did color guard, and that's like the way I expressed myself then, and it's a way to express yourself personally.
Art for me is just a way to let my inner feelings and thoughts be seen by other people, and a way for me to like communicate those feelings.
Right now at the E.B. White Gallery of Art, there is the faculty biennial, which means that the works done in the exhibit are actually done by faculty here at Butler.
The instructors are awesome. They are really caring, passionate. Like, they'll listen to you about anything. It doesn't have to be art related. Like, I've went to John and Valerie and just talked about like life situations all the time, or there's several students that do that. A lot of people don't think we work hard. Like, we've had this discussion with many people, and a lot of us are in there like, for a requirement for the scholarship students, we have to be in there 10 hours a week and attend multiple gallery events and working in the studios, like cleaning or just on your personal work. So yeah, it's a lot of dedication.
Honestly, I think to be an artist, what you need is drive, and you need to be willing to fail and try things that might not work, and just be, you have to try things that maybe even scare you, to like, maybe you have this really dark emotion or thought and you want to share that with somebody, but that's like the best part of art. You're able to share those emotions in a way that somebody can really like see and understand you.
The Erman B. White Gallery of Art provides the opportunity to experience a variety of art. The exhibits include paintings, prints, drawings, sculptures, ceramics, architecture, and even handcrafted jewelry and photography.
It takes passion. Like, you have to have your passion, your drive. If you don't, then you don't get anything done, and it's kind of pointless at that point, I guess.
I think anything that's created by someone with passion and with, I think anything that you put your heart and soul into, that you just create out of nothing, is art. Like, I think stories can be art, and I think acting can be art because you're creating a person. But I think as long as you're creating something, it's art.
Anyone, if you have a way to express yourself and be creative, anyone can be an artist, basically.
Make sure to stop by in April for the student exhibition at the E.B. White Gallery of Art. The reception will be from 6 to 8 p.m. on Friday, April 21st. Today we got to take a look around the E.B. White Gallery of Art, and we got to meet a couple of Butler's finest art students. That's all for today's Campus Edge. I'm Anita Martinez.
Got any comments about this one?
Not that I can think of. Nice piece though. I always wanted to be an artist.
Maybe you still could. Have you thought about seeing a career coach?
Yeah, actually I did a piece on it. Why don't we check it out?
I'm Campus Edge reporter Emily Jordan. You know that Butler offers a program that allows you to find the dream job or career you're looking for. I talked with Jessica Oman, a career counselor here at Butler, to give me a tutorial on Career Coach. Students should utilize Career Coach as a tool to assist them with decisions about their education and career. If a student types in a career or job title, Career Coach will provide a list of local jobs with that title. The student can then learn about the job tasks required, education, salary, whether there is growth in the career area, and employers in the area. It is a tool to assist students. For instance, if a student is interested in accounting, they would learn that demand for these positions has remained the same over the past 2 years, and that retirements over the next few years will create a slight demand for new workers. In addition to the wealth of information I described, Career Coach links Butler degrees with related careers and openings in the area. So if a student thinks they want to major in athletic training, they can click on the degree link to go to the degree webpage to learn more about required courses or explore the related employment in the area. There's a quick assessment or a longer, more involved option. Once the student narrows down their interest areas, they can drill down to learn about the degree that aligns with the career. I encourage students to share their interests and dislikes with an advisor so that he or she can help guide them with their education and career goals.
They like to work with ideas, abstractions, and concepts. They are spontaneous and open-minded.
They like art, music, dance, drawing, painting, sculpting, drafting, no. Writing, no. Drama, communicating.
Undecided students should utilize the career assessment to connect their interests to a career or degree.
Another feature Career Coach allows is a resume builder for when you found your dream job.
You could get stuck doing what you know instead of learning how to do what you love. That's why we made Career Coach.
No matter whether you're undecided or have a major already planned, Career Coach can help you find the missing piece to your puzzle. For the Campus Edge, I'm Emily Jordan.
Pretty good piece, if I may say so myself.
I'm inclined to agree. Now all I need is motivation to take the test.
Madison Hutchinson did a story over Christian Daniels.
Okay, who's that?
He's a motivational speaker. Maybe he could help you get motivated.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Madison Hutchinson, and I got to sit down with YouTube motivational speaker Christian Daniels. We talked about what made him become a motivational speaker.
Motivational speaking to me is something I've always done. I have, a lot of friends and family who will come to me for different advice, and I love giving them advice. I love telling them, well, this is the thing I think you should do. This is the right path you should go by. And that, it also came with playing sports. I've always been looked at to step up and play that leadership role. So being a leadership and motivating people is something that I've been doing for so long, but playing sports at an early age, being the person who steps up and takes control and tell, oh, we can do this, and I think, we can do this as a team, come together. So motivational speaking is always been a passion.
How everybody doing? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This next topic I'm going to talk about is a process, man. How everybody doing? This next topic I'm going to talk about is loving yourself. I want y'all to start thinking big, having big goals for yourself. That's what you need in 2017.
My main goal for speaking is I want my audience to walk away from there being motivated and ready to reach their goals. I want my audience to look at me and hear me speak and feel as if they're inspired to go do something. And I also want them to relate to me. I came up with the hashtag Stay Winning from my life. It's actually because I've never been a part of a winning team. The only team I've been a part of that won was in 8th grade. It was a basketball team, and we won the championship. And that game for me was the best feeling of my life. Even though I fouled out in the fourth quarter and it was 4 or 5 seconds left and the game was in one of my teammates' hands, he had to make 2 free throws. But after winning that game and cutting down the net and holding up the trophy, it was like the best feeling of my life. And doing it with those great coaches who I still have relationships with and doing it with the players that I still have relationships with, that was the best feeling of my life. So I want to continue to stay winning. I want to win in different aspects of my life, school, football, motivational speaking, and further on in life, becoming a father and having a family. Staying winning is something I want everyone to do for the rest of their lives. So that's how I came across to staying winning.
It's huge, man. And then don't rush the process. Everything in the process that's supposed to happen is going to take its place. You got to let it take its place on its own. Don't rush anything. You can't rush success. It's all in your head. That's huge. You're your only enemy, man. And sometimes you got to tell yourself, man, I will do this, and I can do this. Won't and can't, them are words that don't exist. The words I hate the most are the 2 F's, man. And it's failure and it's fear. Fear doesn't exist, and failure doesn't exist unless you make it happen.
Well, I'm 19 years old and I am a motivational speaker, and this is something that I'm so passionate about. And I just recently started months ago, but now that I'm doing it, I have my t-shirts, I have wristbands. It's something that I'm so invested in, and I want to continue to reach out to people and have them be a part of the Stay Winning. I love to have great people in my corner. So if people want to join the movement, then that's absolutely fine with me. I love for people to come up to me, and I love to meet new people. So if you want to be a part of the Stay Winning and be on the video and come and give me, different topics, that's something I look for every day.
From BCTV 20, I'm Madison Hutchinson reporting.
Gee, I'm motivated. Maybe now I'll have enough willpower to get up in the morning.
Well, I'm so far way off from that, but maybe I have enough energy to finally order those dog aerobic tickets.
Or at least you could take a look at this story on fancy cats.
I'm more than ready for that. Roll the package.
Cats, cats, and more cats. Why are these cats here, you ask? Well, I'm reporter Brian Harden, here to find out. These cats are a part of the Wichita Fancy Cat Show, an annual 2-day event located at the Cotillion. Cats are judged and awarded prizes in several different categories. I spoke to cat owner and contestant Deb Jones to learn more about what these cats are judged on.
Each breed has what's called a breed standard. And you can actually go to the web and download it for your breed, and it tells what are the physical characteristics, what are the what kind of behavioral characteristics will they have, and so the judges know those, and they look at each cat and judge them against those characteristics. And then they also are different colors, and so they judge the color of that cat against the other cats, sometimes in the same category if there's more than one of that same breed in there, and sometimes against all the other cats. There's basically 4 categories at most shows. There are household pets, where anybody can bring their kitten that's a household pet and they'll have them judged. There are kittens, and that's from 4 months to 8 months old. There are premiers, which is anything older than 8 months who is neutered. And then there's also the championship, and those are non-neutered cats older than 8 months old. And so they compete against each other, and there are a certain amount of points that they get for where they place in the judging. And when you get enough points, your cat gets certain categories, like champion, grand champion with distinction, the same thing with the premiers. And so that's what people are really kind of interested in seeing about their cats.
At the cat show, there was also an area set up by a local animal care organization called PALS. I spoke with Leslie Grubb, who told me more about what PALS does.
We're PALS Animal Rescue. We've been around for a long time, and we do dogs and cats. Today is just cats. I'm the cat lady. And some people put crazy cat lady in front of that, and that's fine. But we just rescue. We take a lot of our animals out of the Wichita Animal Shelter and put them into our program, and we put them in our foster homes. We don't have a shelter. All the animals live with people, with foster parents. And then we find homes for them. Well, you have to think in the long run. I always tell people you have to think about health care, vet bills for, cats and dogs can live, 13, 14 years. And So you have to think about the money that's going to cost you, and also it depends if you have animals already, dogs or cats or whatever, then that depends on the type of animal you should adopt, the personality, because different, animals, they're all different. Every one of them has a different personality, just like a kid, So you have to think about what you should put in the household to keep peace through the whole thing, and it's a commitment. And you should think about it as a lifetime, till the end of their life, because we look for forever homes.
Well, that's about all the time we have. I hope you enjoyed your look at the Wichita Fancy Cat Show. I know I did. For the Campus Edge, I'm reporter Brian Harden, signing off.
Wow, pretty awesome show this week, huh?
Yeah, we learned a lot about winterizing cars, motivational speakers, and career coaches.
How franchise films are starting to get tiring, the Wichita Thunder hockey team, and wrapped it all up with one heck of a fancy cat show.
And that's only from the second episode. If you want to see more, check out 3 runs of the show weekdays at 11 a.m. or last week's show at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel. YouTube, Butler Student Media. This has been the Campus Edge.